I'm back with the fourth free reading for those who put in a request in the month of November. So this one is for a Taurus young lady. I'm going to call her C Note because I'm not sure if she wanted me to keep her name anonymous. But anyway, her mother reached out to me and she wanted me to do a free reading about her daughter. So here's what her mother wrote. Hope you're well. As I referred in the comments of one of your readings yesterday, that my daughter wrote in about being born on April 29th and trouble relationships. She was ghosted back in July, round about the 27th, by a gentleman, or at least she thought he was, whose birthday is June 29th. You mentioned that about 29 being an especially hard number, and these are a pair. They had some off-the-chain sexual encounter. I wonder if it frightened him away. Do you think the karmic, I guess you're saying the karmic energy they have are too much for each other? I just saw the last reading on the Kundalini. So she's referring to that free reading I did about the woman that had the Kundalini rising experience. And then she goes on to say, she herself has this awaken at such an early age. Let us know your thoughts. Okay. So with the both of them being born on the 29th, that is not a good combination. Number one, the 29 will bring conflicts, internal and external, and it often produces love triangle situations. So let me just get into, I'm really going to focus on his chart, but I'm going to touch on C Note's chart a little bit too, because really C Note's chart alone will show a big part of the problem. Now, C Note's X is a hardcore Cancer. He has Venus, his sun, his moon, and his south node in Cancer. His moon is conjoined to his south node. I don't know how close that conjunction is because you didn't give me a birth time. You probably don't even know the birth time of this dude. But anyway, just know that his moon is close to his Cancer south node. He is a Cancer sun and Venus in Cancer. So with that, his south node is at the 0 degree of Cancer right there. That is a perfect recipe for somebody ghosting someone. So he's just naturally prone to do that. He also has his Venus in Cancer. It's opposing both Uranus and Neptune in Capricorn. So he's the type that will ghost a female. But I'm not seeing the sexual encounter as being the reason for him doing that. I also laid out some tarot cards, which I'm going to get into in a minute. But he is just naturally wired to do this to women. And I'm seeing there being an issue with another woman that he was with while he was dealing with your daughter, or I'll just talk to you directly, C Note. While he was dealing with you, C Note, he still had some loose strings with another woman. So he has this pattern with him where he can't fully move on from a particular woman in his life. So it looks like that's what happened. He might not have been dealing with her right at the moment that you were dealing with him, but it seems like she came back into his life. Boom, he just dropped you like a hot potato. So in your chart, you have your Mars in squared to Neptune. And it's a tight square because they're both at the 27th degree. That right there can deal with you attracting men who will ghost you, who will just leave you high and dry and not even basically call you nothing. It's like they dropped off the face of the earth. So you can really get fooled, deceived by the type of men that you attract with this Mars square Neptune, and know that you attract men that will be harboring some type of secrets. You also have Sun in quincunx to Chiron and Libra. That right there can deal with you attracting men that are already in a relationship, which is what I'm seeing what was going down with this dude. But it looks like him and the female, they weren't actively involved when the two of you started dealing with each other. But then she came back to him. Boom, he dropped you. Trust that with him being a hardcore Cancer like that, especially with his Venus conjoined to his sun, if he ghosts you, it's for another woman. It wasn't for, it wasn't about the sexual experience or anything like that. But also when I put your two charts together, the two of you just aren't really compatible at all. There's some serious challenges in terms of aspects Your Chiron squares his sun. His Chiron squares your sun. Let me look at some other things. That right there can deal with abrupt separations, that Chiron squaring each other's sun like that. It can also deal with a relationship that can't fully get off the ground because there's always some type of either interference or either one is not being straight up. In this case, it was him. Something else I wanted. Oh, yeah. Your Saturn is squaring his moon. I'm not sure how tight that is because I don't know what degree his moon is at, but your Saturn's also squaring his sun. So you might have been trying to get a little serious with him, and that's not going to work either. If you try to get really serious and try to make something long term, he's liable to shy away from that as well. But yeah, this just doesn't look good. Also, your Chiron squaring his Venus. His Venus is squaring your nodes. So this whole union wasn't really good for you anyway. So I hope I'm able to help you to gain some understanding and also some closure regarding this quote unquote gentleman, because he wasn't really I'll say he wasn't really cracked up to be anyway. So if you have a question, you can send me an email or you can leave a comment in the comment section. And if anyone would like a chance for a free reading for the month of February, send me an email, karma3675, put free reading on the subject line. And if anyone would like an in-depth reading right now, you can go to my website at rabina.com. Peace and many blessings, and I'll be back with, I think, about 2 more free readings.